So the next thing we want to do is fit the channel liner. Now the channel liner allows the glass to slide smoothly, and it's a polypropylene strip that allows you to run the glass over the aluminium channel. And we've got two colours of polypropylene strip. There's the black one, and that goes into this front channel here, and also the very bottom channel at the front as well, because the sheets of glass slide at the front. And there's a second one that then goes on the inside face of this rail here, and that is for the top glass to rest on and slide on, so that slides smoothly. So we're going to do the black one first, which is what fits into here. Now you've got a coil of the tape. The best thing to do first of all is take it out of the bag and then cut it to length, which I've already done. That's going to drop into this channel here, but it's quite a loose fit. So what we've got is some sticky pads, and these are just to allow you to actually stick the tape down. Now the best thing to do is give the channel a clean with a cloth so you haven't got any grease or any oil on there, and then peel off the outer side of one of the bits of tape, and then just put it on the actual black liner. Okay, and you want to do that all the way along. Once you've stuck it on, you can then peel the backing off. So if you know how to do it, it's quite a simple process. So you just peel one off, exposing the sticky pads, and then stick it on to the liner. You've got quite a few. You don't need to stick it down that often, because it's just holding it in place really until the glass is in there, and the glass will hold it all down. So I'm just going to put those down a moment. What you need to do then is once you've done the whole strip, is you need to start putting it in. So you just start from this end here, and you just put it in, and you just need to make sure it goes in nice and flat, because if it doesn't go in flat, then the glass won't slide properly. So you just put that in there, carry it on all the way to the end, and you'll have a nice channel liner. So that's the black one done. We'll do the white one in a moment. Now I've got to do the white liner, and the white liner runs on the inside face of this front rail, and it's there to take the weight of the glass, because the glass is on a slope and it's resting against this front rail. So the white liner is only used in this one place, and it's a thicker liner just because it's bearing the weight of the roof glass. So just as we did with the front liner, we need to cut it to length, and then when we've cut it to length, use the little pads to put tape on the inside of the liner itself. So I'll just put the tape out of the way. I've already stuck them onto here, and I've taken off the backing paper. So again, make sure your channel is nice and clean, no grease on it. Start off at this end, just put it in there, and it again needs to be flat, otherwise the glass won't rest on it properly, and just work your way along, all the way along to the far end. And once that's in place, we're ready to move on to glazing the frame. So before we glaze the frame, we just need to put the handles on the 4 front doors so that we can slide the doors. Now the handles are an extruded clip which has got a very, very soft plastic on there that grips the glass. So if we try to push them on without any lubricant, it'll be very hard to do. So what we do is just get some water, and we just wet the glass where the handle's going to go on, and it's about 100 ml from the top that we slide the glass on. Now with water on there, it's actually quite easy to slide the handle on. So we slide the handle on, working from one end, and just work it on like that, and just go back, just double check it's fully on. Now once we put the handle on, we need to leave it to dry, and then we will have the maximum grip on the handle. So we need to do the 4 of those, and then we can move on to glazing the grow house. So now the grow house is all squared up and all tightened up, we're going to put the shelves in. Now it's easy to put the shelves in before we put the glass in, but once you have glazed the frame, you are able to adjust the shelves. And you can see I've already put one of the narrow seed tray shelves in at the top. That will take 3 seed trays lengthways, and we're going to put one of the wider shelves in next to it. So to put the shelf in, all we do is hook the stainless steel hooks into one of the holes at the back. And if we don't want to use the shelf, then we can just at this point leave the shelf hanging at the back. It's not taking up any space, but it's ready to be used later in the season. If we do want to use it, then all we do is bring it forward and drop the hook into the next hole down, and there's our shelf up and ready to be used. So you've got 4 seed tray shelves with the grow house, 2 narrow and 2 deep. So now we put the shelving in. I'll put the other 2 shelves in a little bit later, and then we can get on with glazing the grow house. So we're now ready to glaze the grow house, and I'm just going to show you how the various sheets of glass go in. And the first sheet we're going to do is the roof glass. And you remember we put a liner on the inside of this rail here to allow the glass to slide smoothly. Just before we put the glass in, there's one more thing we need to do, and that's just wax the channel. So this little channel here, and also this channel at the back here, just need to be waxed all the way along with an old wax candle, something like that, and that will just allow the glass to slide more smoothly. The roof glass on this particular model is normally only slid in the summertime when you want a bit more ventilation, but it's nice and easy just to put your hand in and slide the glass and ventilate, and if you've got the channels waxed, it will just slide nice and easily. So if we wax the channel, I'm just going to get one of the sheets of glass. Now, one little tip with tough and safety glass, it's very, very strong, but if you are storing it on concrete, standing on concrete while you're glazing the frame, just always put a piece of cardboard down or a bit of timber down so you're not accidentally dropping the sheet of glass onto concrete, because if you do that and drop it on its corner, it might well smash, and we don't want that. So with the sheet of glass, once we've got it, all we're going to do is push it up into the top channel and then drop it down into the bottom channel, and that's all we need to do, and just slide it to the end. So if you want to ventilate in the summertime, then you just put your hand inside and just with your hand slide the glass one sheet over the other. So obviously we have another sheet in there. The next sheet of glass we're going to do is the end glass. Again, no handles on this glass either. I've just slackened off the front bolts there. Remember, those are the ones that we had the white nylon spacers under. And again, just rest the sheet of glass on the bottom channel and then just slide it between the framework and the actual end plate. And just slide it in very gently all the way to the other end. Just lift it up, just helps it go in, because we haven't got any channel liner in the bottom of that particular rail. So just lifting it up helps it slide in, and just put it in like that. As long as we squared the frame up properly, then that will fit in there nicely. And once we've done that, just with a screwdriver there, you can just tighten those 2 bolts up again. You don't need to do it too tight, you're just nipping the glass and holding it in place. So the next sheet of glass we're going to do is the back glass, 2 sheets of glass at each level at the back. I'm just going to show you how that fits in. So I just need to come around here to do that. Again, I've slackened off the bolts that are at the back here, and again just rest the sheet of glass in the bottom channel and then just tuck it underneath behind the infill panel. So you put this sheet of glass in from this end, and then the other sheet of glass you slide in from the other end. So I'm just going to slide that in now. Just run it along gently, and you'll notice when you come to the centre, you've got that glass bracket that we put in when we did the assembly of the frame. So it just needs to slide behind that. And again, once it's in place, we just nip up those two bolts on the back there. Just slide the other sheet of glass in first before you nip that up, and then that's the back glazing all done. So we've done the back, we've done the top, we've seen how we do the ends. The only remaining glass then is the front glass, and that's the glass that had the handles on. So if I just clear my bits and pieces out of the channel, I'll just show you how the glass goes in there. So first of all, sheet of glass with a handle, up into the top channel, and then down into the bottom channel. Just make sure it's in the bottom channel before you let go. And that's the first one. If I move my wax and my stubby screwdriver, I just get the other sheet. And again, that just goes in front of that first sheet of glass. So all of the glass, where you've got more than one pane of glass in a channel, it's just going to overlap and just drops in like that. And now we can slide the sheets of glass backwards and forwards in the channel. So we can open it a little bit if we want to ventilate. We can open it a long way if we actually want to use the frame and get inside it. So that's the glazing of the glass, or the frame. Very, very strong and quite weighty, the glass, so it will keep it down on the ground in windy conditions. Now once the frame has been glazed, we just need to put the door stops at the front. And these are little plastic tubes which just go on the end glass there. So first thing we want to do is just squeeze them in our fingers just to stop them being round and make them more oval. And then we just push them up into the channel at the end so that the pipe is just sticking forward a little distance. And that does two things. It stops the glass at the bottom rattling because it's quite a wide channel, there's only a single sheet of glass in there. But also, when we slide the front glass, it provides a stop to stop the front glass from sliding out beyond the end of the grow house. So there's that fitting there to go, both ends we need to do that, and then there's some wedges for the bottom back glass as well. I'll just show you how those go in. And the wedges are little black thimbles, and they just stop the bottom glass from rattling. So all we do is we push a thimble up into the top channel of the first sheet and another thimble up into the top channel of the second sheet, and then the glass at the back won't rattle anymore.